Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
Happy October! And how better to celebrate October with an
Oktober-Fest.
Oktober-Fest. But this is one that I brewed in a hurry. So our buddy Bruce McCain down at the home brewery said it should be called Oktober-Fast, which made me really angry because I didn't think about that. So this is how you brew an Oktober-Fest or any other lager, I guess.
But is it Oktoberfest in September?
Yes, Oktoberfest is in September.
But you brewed on August 31st.
That's
so
right.
You're brewing it during Oktoberfest.
That's right.
To drink in October.
Right.
See, this is how the American mind works.
That's the spirit of Oktoberfest.
It's the spirit of Oktoberfest.
And I was wearing lederhosen.
Yeah.
No. So anyway, we refer to this function of the brewer's logbook, which we don't talk about a lot. It's got a calendar in the front. And it's a blank calendar, so you can fill in your own dates. And so you see that I started the Oktoberfest starter, a 2-liter starter with White Labs Oktoberfest yeast on August 27th. 2 days later, when that calmed down, I chilled it down to 60 degrees Fahrenheit because that was my fermentation temperature.
Yeah.
Now, you remember when we went to San Diego, we did that experiment with the Brewlosophy team.
Yep.
And Marshall Schott and those guys. And we did an experiment, or tasted an experiment, where there was a lager that was fermented at lager temperature and the same beer fermented at ale temperature. And I don't think you and I could pick it out of the test. So I said, well, if that makes little difference, if I brew it at a slightly higher temperature than I usually do, it'll get done quicker and I can have a lager quicker. So here's how it went. Brew day was on August 31st, and what I did was I put 10 pounds or 4.5 kilograms of Vienna malt into my high gravity electric brew-in-a-bag system, along with 8 gallons of water. And I held it there very easily with the system at 150 degrees Fahrenheit for 90 minutes. And then I brought it up to the boil and I added 1.5 ounces or 42 grams of Czech Saaz for 60 minutes. That's it. And I cooled it down as much as I could with just an immersion chiller. And after that, I hooked up a pond pump and put it in a picnic cooler with ice water and hooked that up to my immersion chiller and recirculated the ice water through the chiller, because remember, it's August, so it's hot, to get it down to the pitching temperature of 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And then I pitched the 2-liter starter into the beer. Now, a day or two later, it was very happy in the kegerator. I put it in my kegerator and I have an electric controller, and I set the controller for 60 degrees Fahrenheit and was very, very happy and active. Then, if we look at the calendar, it only took a couple of days to ferment. I was very surprised. It was very active, but it only took a couple of days. So I moved it to room temperature to do a diacetyl rest to clean up any buttery flavors that it might have. On the 7th, like a week after I brewed, I racked it to secondary. And then eventually over that week, I put it in the kegerator and I slowly ramped it down from room temperature to lagering temperature, which in my case was 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4.5 C. And then 2 weeks after that, I put it into the keg. So it went into the keg on September 21st. Today is, what is today?
It's October the 15th or 16th.
Yeah, October 16th.
16th.
So the question is it a true lager? Is it a true Oktoberfest?
Well, you lagered it.
Do we care? Is it good?
I don't know yet.
Talk about these existential issues as I pour you a big foamy, whoops, sorry.
Wow. I'm excited for this.
I gave you the foamy part.
I'll get back to you in about a week.
So, while this is calming down, there's another wrinkle.
There is, and I know of this wrinkle.
Well, cheers for now, and we'll sip some suds.
Actually, the suds aren't bad.
Those are pretty good. Very tasty.
Got any ice cream?
So this is 100% Vienna, and it's a pretty dark beer. So those of you who have brewed with Vienna will be saying, that's a pretty dark beer.
Yeah.
So I think I had an accident in the homebrew shop. The Vienna tub and the Victory tubs
Right next to
are
each
right
other.
next to each other, and I scooped this stuff myself. So the interesting thing is the starting gravity of this was 1042. The finishing gravity, 1026. So it's got an alcohol level of 2.1%.
It's a session lager.
It's delicious though. So I went back and I got samples and I said, what the heck? Because I've never brewed with 100% Vienna before. Here is 1 ounce of Vienna malt steeped into that much water at 160 degrees or something like that. And then here is the same amount, 1 ounce of Victory malt steeped in the same amount of water, 160 degrees, and you see the difference. So I think what I did was I miss-scooped. And
I think you did too.
But it's a happy accident. I mean, I don't know if I can't, I was in a hurry. I don't know if I got 100%. Can you brew a beer with 100% Victory? I don't know. But it fermented very well. I mean, the yeast was very happy. It fermented out as much as I think it could have. I don't think it got stuck. But what do you think of the beer?
The beer is delicious. It's very light, as a 2% beer would be. It's sweet. There's a bunch of unfermented sweet in there to me.
But is it too sweet?
No, it's not. I didn't mean it like it's like under attenuated, so it's gloppy. Like it's just wort. I didn't mean it like that. But it's very caramely.
It's very clean.
It's really clean.
As a lager would be.
Yeah. I almost want, because it's so clean and so light, I kind of want just a tad more hops in it. It's like I need a little bitter kick.
But it's not like drinking wort.
Oh no, no! It's a beer. It's got way more flavor than those other 96 calorie beers that are out there. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I didn't figure out the calories. So next time
good.
I'm gonna pay more attention. I'm gonna get make sure and really get 100% Vienna malt to see what it would turn out like. But gosh, I might do a small batch experiment on just 100% Victory to see if it comes out like this, because I like this beer.
It's very drinkable. It's it's a true session beer. I mean, you could drink this all night long. It has about the same mouthfeel. Frankly, it kind of reminds me of a Guinness Stout in terms of the mouthfeel.
Huh.
It's just heavy enough. It's just big enough as far as that is concerned. And the alcohol is very low. Drinkability is very high. I mean, it is a happy accident, to be sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm certain that you did do that. You had to. And
because this didn't come from that.
no, there's no way. So it's just one of those things that happens. And true to the form of this show, when we have warts, we show them.
Well,
I mean, it's right up here.
thank goodness. Those others cleared up.
That's a salve. I'm doing okay.
Get a poultice. An unguent.
So no, really, when we brew something to do on the show, we do it, and if it comes out great, good. If it comes out bad, well, that's okay too. This was both, in a sense.
And the principle of the thing that you can brew a tasty lager at slightly higher temperature. I mean, I usually ferment my lagers at 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Fermented this one at 60 degrees Fahrenheit, so not much in difference. But it's not fruity at all. It's not dry, but it's got good, clean, lager character, and I just like it a lot. So
it's a great beer.
You can brew an Oktober-Fest fast.
Yep.
And it can be a tasty beer, and you can screw up at the homebrew shop and scoop out of the wrong bucket, and you still get beer.
Well, I don't know that I've ever had an accident like this exactly, but I just wonder sometimes because I was getting my own grain too, and I've had beers that didn't come out. I mean, why didn't I hit the mark on that? Maybe, who knows?
Maybe you grabbed from the
Maybe
wrong
I grabbed
tub.
from the wrong bin and wrote it down wrong and thought I had something different.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have another high gravity sponsored sip. I'm learning from the baseball announcers this time of year.
That's your Harry Carey.
That's right.
All right. Happy fall, everybody. It's here finally. Brewing season is here. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Come and visit us on the web. At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of both our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs, Extract Brewing and Partial Mashing, Stepping into All Grain, Low-Tech Lagering and Decoction Mashing, Introduction to Wine Kits, and our Basic Brewing Brewer's Logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. Drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. Write to James at basicbrewing.com, Steve at basicbrewing.com, or just use the contact form on basicbrewing.com.
Decorate for Halloween.
I like your set styling.